Yo, welcome back. I figured since I work on old school cars, I drive old school cars, my life revolves around old school cars, might as well play the part. So, got my Newports on me at all times. We are here with the 1973 Camaro. And I tell you what, boys, this one is a cream puff, which I knew from the beginning. But I just want to show you guys real quick, especially you northern boys. Y'all are going to get a hard on for this one. Check this out. Not a speck of rust. Now that right there is a solid rig. And also while we're under, oh, that's not good. We ain't touching. What's holding you up? Anyways, we are going to start with the transmission pan and fluid. That way, if I make a mess upstairs in the engine bay, I don't have to lay in it. Also, if you notice, we got the flip-flops on because Texas, being Texas, in early February, it is 88, or it's going to be mid to high 80s today. And then tomorrow it is going to drop down for the rest of the week into the mid 50s, and it's going to be nasty and wet. So I'm going to try and do as much as possible today. I should be able to get transmission, fluid, pan, filter, everything in the engine bay done, and we'll see what time's looking like with brakes. I at least would like to start on this. No, my Newport. You good? Still lit? Perfect. I would like to at least start on this bad boy on this side, because this is definitely the side that's having issues where we're getting that funky sound from, or at least I hope so. I'm kind of worried that it's a bearing, but I don't know. We'll see. I've had good luck with old school cars and the front wheel bearings, or oh my gosh, I just went blank on the name of it. Inside of the disc. I just went blank. Sorry. Too many Newports today already. But yeah, let's get into this. Try to get this done as quick as possible, because after this, we will most likely be starting on the Torino. Okay, sorry. I don't even, am I holding it right? You guys that smoke, tell me. Right there? Like this? Like this? Okay, let's get started. So, there has been a slight change of plans. I realized that out of all the stuff I ordered, I completely forgot to get the transmission filter and gasket. So I just got that ordered, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get the brakes done, because that's probably gonna take the longest. Ugh. Not looking too hot. Oh yeah, I mean, well, there's still pad left, at least on the front one that I can see. But we're still gonna take it apart and replace it all. This dust cap does not look good. So, all right, let's speed through this real quick. Okay, got it all apart. Oh, hold on. I need a smoke break. Come on. All right. God, if you don't get back in that goddamn pocket, I tell you what, boy. Okay, that even comes pre-lit out of the box. Technologies these days, I tell you, boys. All right, so we got. I went and did the other side. I just pulled it off because I wanted to check the bearings also before I went and ordered new. I wanted to make sure I wanted to see if I needed 2 or if I needed 4 or just 2. So definitely gonna need 4 at both sides because this one has a lot of play. You can kind of hear it, but not with the car coming by. But let's see if we can kind of see how it sticks out right there. And I can press it in. It looks a little bit more flush. Out, in, out. Now, that's going to be relatively normal. But what I'm not liking is it just, even when I go to roll it, which I can't do with one hand, so it's kind of hard to show you. There's just a lot of play. Now, I can feel it, but you can't see it. That's what your mom said. But, yeah, so we're going to replace all 4 bearings, wheel bearings. This one has a little bit of play, but it's not too bad. These bigger ones are definitely the worst ones, so I've been told. So I definitely should, the first go round on this, I definitely should check this, but I can almost guarantee that whole spinning wheel issue, well, you know what? I'm not going to put that on myself. I'm just going to say there's a good chance that whole spinning issue when you're going was most likely these bearings, but my luck, probably not. And it'll continue and I won't be able to figure it out. But I got to get the transmission pan filter now and gasket, and now I got to go get these bearings. So this video is going to take a lot longer than expected, but these brakes probably haven't been changed in I don't know how long. Probably at least 15 years or so. The brake pads weren't too bad, but they got a lot of cracking and stuff, which of course you can't see on the video like I can. They're small, a lot of small cracks, but yeah, so gotta go get those and then we can continue. Okay, so once again we are changing directions, dissections, bars. I'm dyslexic, so I apologize. So I'm waiting on the wheel bearing parts. They're not gonna be here. Well, they're not gonna be in the store for like an hour. So we are up here. I'm gonna take care of this valve cover gasket, and then we will move on to the alternator, the belts. I got some things for that. I forgot about that fuel filter, but I'll get a fuel filter when I'm at O'Reilly's. And then, another thing. I really appreciate the comments on the last video of this, because as I've said before in many videos, I do not know everything. It's actually been a long time since I've messed with this stuff, and I was never really like a savvy carburetor guy. You know, I just knew the very, very, very basics. And a lot of you older gents that have been around this a lot longer than I've probably been alive sent me some comments on the last video. Greatly appreciated. I do not take stuff the wrong way. You couldn't hurt my feelings in person. Not a chance you hurt my feelings over the internet if you try. But y'all were very just like, hey, just to help you out, here you go. Really appreciate it. At any given time, I will accept any knowledge you guys want to throw my way about anything, even if it's LS stuff that you know that I maybe don't know, because I don't know everything. But I appreciate you guys helping me out there. So let's quit the sappy talking, get to work. I'm also getting rid of these. Not a fan of these. Yep, so all right, here is where our nasty leak is coming from. It's all, you can tell, I can tell, it's all wet right here, but it's pretty dry all up until that corner. So I need to check and make sure that corner is clean. Come on.
Can you edit me out?
No, why?
Because?
Why?
Because.
Can't do that, playboy.
Bro, edit me
You're in
out.
it now.
No, edit me out.
You're a part of it.
Edit me out.
No.
Why?
Give me a good reason to edit. Give me a good reason why to edit you out.
Just cause.
Nah.
Yes.
The people want to see you.
No. Just edit me out.
Okay, got that one. Why ain't I getting this one? So, hand me that gasket right behind you.
This? Okay. This?
The gasket, the black rectangle, right there, right there. Yep. Yes, sir.
Alright.
Slap it on down right here, boy.
Slap it on your what?
Ain't no way. Why can't I get this one? I didn't want to use these. So, I got the new valve cover gaskets on, and I actually used rubber the last go around too. I didn't use cork. I thought I used cork. I got these little bit better ones, more expensive ones though. They're a little thicker, like your mom. And you technically don't need RTV, but I put some under the gasket between it and the valve cover. I caked it on around the corner right here. It was where it was leaking, and hopefully that fixes that issue. I didn't want to reuse these valve cover hold downs because I noticed yesterday that once they get to a certain tight point, it kind of feels like they strip, and I can't really tighten it in anymore. But they are handy for when I'm trying to line this up and get this started. If anything, I can. Why? Thank you. Alright, I almost took a smoke break. It's kicking my ass. I mean, my butt. I'm sorry. Apologize. I'm trying to work on it. But these do make it easier to get to the hole because of how long they are, and you do not want to strip these holes. Okay, so we're gonna tighten these down, not leg crushing tight, if you know what I mean. Your mom does. See, like right there, it's spinning on itself. You couldn't hear it. So it's good that it's going to be in the 80s today so that the silicone can dry. This one's just spinning on itself. Might get a new breather too. Smells like your mom's gooch. But okay, valve cover hopefully done. We'll see if it leaks. Let me. Yeah. So this one, this old one, is so obviously heat over time is going to make it more floppy. You know where we're going with this. And honestly, I don't understand why it was leaking from that corner. The corner of the head was nice and clean. There wasn't anything leaving gaps. So I put a little bit of RTV around it and the valve cover on this last one. I didn't cake it on though, so I don't see why that, maybe the RTV under the gasket kept it raised up a little bit, but I don't really see that because I didn't really cake it on. But we'll move along, and it's also good that I did that because now I know that I did rubber. That means I did rubber on that side, so I'm definitely not going to touch that one. It doesn't leak. It's a rubber gasket, so we're going to leave that alone. I have a toolbox over there that I've been carrying around with me since 2010. It's a long time ago. And I have a bunch of small block Chevy alternator brackets, top and bottom. And one thing with this bracket that surprises me is it doesn't have a hole. Oh, hold on. It doesn't. Sorry, it doesn't have this hole at the top of it. This will actually be like your later year models ones, like your 80s, I believe, maybe mid 70s, later 70s. But this one doesn't have it. What this hole is for when it's on there, and you want to tighten your alternator at the same time as, or if you want to pull your alternator towards you to tighten the belt, and you're doing it by yourself, you get your pry bar and you stick it through there, and you literally just pry the alternator towards you. So pry bar goes that way, alternator comes this way, and then you can tighten your top bolt right here. So yeah, it'll be like that. Tighten your top bolt right there and get your belt nice and tight. As to where with this one, you gotta kind of get your hand in there and pull it, and then tighten. Which obviously you're not going to get as much tension pulling that as you would prying it. So there's that. I'm gonna change the pulley on this. I did find a single pulley. In my treasure chest, and then I need to get a fan. I wasn't paying too much attention to it. Somebody mentioned, put a fan on the alternator, it'll burn up. I agree. So I'm gonna try to find a fan, but if I can't, meaning I can't find one in O'Reilly's, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, because once again, and this also goes, sorry, I didn't mean for all this yapping to happen. You guys mentioned an HEI distributor. 100% agree. But like I mentioned in the last video, the video that y'all commented on, helping me out with tips and stuff, she's only going to drive this when it's nice enough. That means a dry, sunny, cool day, which we don't get many of those in Texas. So we're not going to spend money on something unless it's broke or it's causing issues. The distributor's working perfectly fine. The coil's working perfectly fine. So we are not going to change that. If you go back to the Buick Skylark that I worked on, I did put in an Amazon $50 HEI distributor ready to go. That worked perfectly. I might do that, in the future if we start having distributor issues. But for now, we're just going to leave it alone. There's no need to spend any money on it. But I appreciate you guys pointing that out. So I got to go to O'Reilly's. I got to pick up my stuff, the brake stuff. They're going to have to deliver some of it probably. I need to pick up a fuel filter. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. But I apologize for all the yapping. So let's move it along. All right, so to go back on what I said earlier, remember I was talking about the wheel bearing moving in and out, had a lot of play. Sorry, I was looking at the new bearing. The new bearings I got are the inner, not the outer. That I got. Okay, hold on. Well, we'll back up to that. So, the new ones, same way. Move in and out. This just, okay. I thought I had the outer wheel bearings. The inner ones are the ones. This one's, obviously this one's been packed forever ago, so it doesn't move as much. But let's compare it. Actually, the old one, looking at it, I don't see any issues. We're gonna replace it anyways while we're here, but the outer, they won't have them in for a while, so we're just gonna reuse these. I don't see any reason why not to. So rather than waiting forever to get this all finished up, we'll reuse these, and we'll reuse the outers. So outer means outer goes right here, the small one. Inner goes inner. So I'm gonna pack these, and we can get these brakes done. Learned this back in NAM, back in 68, 69. Lather these bad boys up in high temp grease. Get it absolutely everywhere and anywhere. Even all over the spindle. Put the grease absolutely everywhere that these bearings will be touching. Really. Make sure you clean the spindle off first too. Put it everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. No diddy. Get the inner one real quick. I'm gonna reuse it. This one all lathered up. Look at that. Just everywhere. And then all inside here too. Inside the disc. Okay, we're going to do, where is it? Oh, I gotta wipe my hands off now. You're probably thinking, you need to be wearing gloves. Why ain't no sissy boy? How about that? So, let's put wheel bearing, the inner wheel bearing in, and then get our dust shield or wheel seal. My bad, my bad. And where's the diversity higher? There you are. Get your old diversity higher. Give her some love taps. Bam, bam, wiggity bam. That's how it do it right there, boys. Alright, alright, alright. No. We're gonna throw old girl on. Set her up. There we go. Set her up on there right there. Get your Audi. Throw that old girl on in there. Make sure she's nice and tight. And then we will get our wheel lock and throw it right on in there. Get our axle nut. We'll go ahead and throw on some high temp grease onto there. Go and get that on there. Get it somewhat tight. Where's my measuring wrench? Get on, girl. Let's go tight. Let's do a quarter of a turn. There. Not enough. There we go. There we go. That's good. There we go. There. Get I got some new dust caps. Let me show you the old ones. Old. No. So some people put grease in there. I don't really do all that. That's a little too much. But let me get my socket. Bang this on in here. We'll put the pads and the rotor back on, and then I will go do the other side, and then we move to transmission filter and smoke brake. All right, got the brakes all done, ready to go. That took a lot longer than it should have. So, still need to bleed them, but I'm not worried about that right now. I want to get to the transmission because then I can finally be done playing around on the ground. So let's drain the don't lose that. Just drain the transmission, take a couple smoke breaks, and make sure your mom's cooking my dinner. All right. Oh, could use a little cleaning back here, but not today. See how bad of a mess I can make. Pretty good at that. I got paid to make messes when it comes to working on cars. I'd be rich. Richy rich. my nickname. Just call me Richie Rich. Okay. God damn, this thing's big. There we go. Yep, there it is. There it is. Ooh, that is old. Oh yeah, that's great. Just great. Oh yeah. Perfect. Is it time for a smoke break yet? I think so. Hope you guys don't mind this longer video. I'm just gonna start doing them until I don't want to do them. How about that? Oh yeah, there it is. There she blows. Oh yeah. Perfect. That's what we want to see. All right, smoke break. Oh, wait, that is old. Oh, great. All right, got the pan all nice and clean. There's the old filter, obviously the new one. This transmission has not been serviced in a very long time. That fluid, it doesn't smell burnt, but it is definitely old. So it's good that we're doing this go around so she can enjoy the car much longer. Hopefully changing the transmission fluid doesn't mess up the transmission, because as you might be aware, once transmission fluid gets so old and all the clutch material gets into that old transmission fluid and it's just been in there for a long time, it's actually better to leave it alone than service it. But so we'll just see how this goes. Maybe if it goes bad, LS swap. Just kidding. But all right, let me get this filter in, pan on, all that goodness, get it back up, and then we can move on to the engine stuff. All right, transmission pan on. As of right now, no leaks. I ran it, filled it up with transmission fluid, shifted it into gears. Now, I completely understand you gotta flush out the transmission cooler internally that's in the radiator. Definitely didn't do all that. If anything, I would cut these lines and run an external filter, or not an external filter, an external cooler. But once again, this is not a daily driver. This is a putt around town every once in a while. I promise it'll be perfectly fine. This thing probably never even see the highway. At least until she has it back. But anyway, fuel filter on, transmission pan done, brakes done. Now all we gotta do is finish this up. This is the last bit. Well, tinker with the carburetor, but that's no biggie. I appreciate y'all giving me carburetor advice too, because obviously LS guy, I haven't done any carbureted stuff on the channel yet. I would like to at some point, but it costs more to go carbureted now. So anyways, let's get this alternator off. Let me switch the pulley, switch the belt, and then the power steering pump belt. And that's it. Good to go. In the meantime, what do y'all smoke? Me? Newports. Go. I also, since, I need to start playing the part more. Minus the SIGs, I have new attire coming. Basically, workwear. I need to start looking professional. I'm out here looking like a bum in flip-flops and old shirts and 7-inch shorts with no chonies under there. And I just need to start looking more like I know what I'm doing. Fake it till you make it type of thing. Get down there. Oh, one more. It's gonna make me need a smoke break. Okay, got that off. I gotta get the power wire off. Oh, it's a 10 millimeter. That commie BS. Ow, 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 shit. What are we doing? What are we touching? What? I'm not even touching anything. Oh, brother. Oh, oh, oh. What is going on? Speaking of professional. Oh, God. God damn. What in the... Okay, I'm gonna do it. Disconnect the battery. Oh, it was already partially disconnected anyways. Now that... some bullshit. Are you done? Are we done? Can we move along now? Thanks, appreciate it. Oh! Give me a warning next time. Shit. Alright, let's get that off. So I looked through all my stuff and I do not have a fan blade. And you're thinking, well, not thinking, but you said, take the old one off of the old alternator. Well, I tried that when I first put this alternator on, and it was rusted to the old alternator, and I could not get it off, at least without breaking it. So there's your answer for that. Yep, sure. It's been a hell of a year. How can you see who I was and who I was supposed to be? Oh, you know what? I gotta do the power steering pump belt first. I'm gonna need you to scoot over. Oh, almost put out my cigarette. Oh, nope, socket. Can I get this done before we run out of daylight? So now that, now that I have a good power steering pump belt, we're going to keep the AC belt off. It's eating up too much of them horsepowers, and I need all them horsepowers. Looks like we run into us a little bit of an issue. That belt's too short. Yep. It's a bit too short. So, well, this is the old alternator belt. I just got pulled that one out. This is the one that was on the power steering. This is the one that just came out of the new box. But this is not a new belt. So, okay, I did that right? That's the new alternator belt. This was the old power steering belt. That's the AC belt. Yeah, somebody did a swapperoo. Could never be me. So, that's going back. And from my small block Chevy days, I have a really good belt right here. So, if it fits, it ships. Ooh, way too long. Okay, hold on. Of course. Okay, here's a new belt. This one's definitely new. This belt looks shorter. Alright. So, balance. Let's try this one for the power steering. I think I have one more. Way too long. So if these are way too long, how is that other one too short? It's the old one. It's the old alternator. This is the old power steering, which I might be able to make it work. It's not in bad shape, it just bent. This was the new alternator. Yeah. Let me see. Let's put it on and see. that one. It's on. Maybe. Not tight enough. That's better. All right. I think we're done. I got to fiddle with the carburetor a little bit, but I mean, it starts. I got to bleed the brakes. Just these front two brakes. But that is it. Let's connect the starter real quick, or the starter. No, let's go back on there. I don't know why he just did that. Let's connect the alternator back, and then start her up again. All right. Tight, tight, tight. Tickety tight. Tight. Let's. All right. We're all hooked up. We're all good to go. Got us some clean fuel. Got our belts on. Alternator hooked back up. Battery hooked back up. Let's see if it's still shifting and starting and doing all the stuff we need it to do.
Don't hold you back from making that move. Totally normal to be worried about costly repair.
Still can't believe the radio works.
It has a very cool, proven system designed to make.
And I'm pretty sure that oil leak was fixed from the valve cover. It's not leaking. Well, I started it earlier. It's not leaking or smoking. Everything seems to be doing what it does. Let's check the transmission one more time. Reverse. Oh damn, the reverse lights even work? That's too fancy for me. Neutral. Drive. Oh yeah. Brake. Brake. Thank you. Oh, can't see shit. Well, there you go. We got new brakes. We've got new valve cover gasket, fuel filter, one new belt. Reusing the power steering belt I originally took off, but I guess maybe the first time I put it on, it wasn't tight enough, so it kind of turned on itself, but we are good this go round. What else did I do? Oh, transmission's done. Just all that's left now is I just need to bleed the brakes, and then I can deliver this back to her tomorrow. I'm sure she's gonna be very surprised I got this done all in one day. So yeah, it's actually a lot easier stuff than I'm used to doing. It's telling me how to time now. We don't do all that around here. We use our ears. We're grown men. Oh, it tells me even how to do the carburetor. Nope, sorry. I do it my way. My way or my highway. Whichever one. But alright. Appreciate you watching. I'm looking forward to my soon-to-be work attire. I got a... Oh, gosh. Sorry, I'm bleeding. I got a feeling you'll like it too. Yeah, so next should be the Torino, and I'm looking forward to that. I've also decided which engine I'm going to use, which that might be the next video, me getting that ready. But appreciate you watching. I need you to like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, there's not much else to do. Time to go eat some hot dogs, and I'll see y'all next time. Go build something. Smoke a cigarette. I don't know. Be a man. Just like, subscribe, comment. Do all the things you're supposed to do. Hopefully you watched all the way through. Probably didn't, but I will see y'all next time.